Well, this is new. So, I'm just gonna. Actually, yeah, I'll just let the game do its own speaking. Well, I'm gonna turn the sound down a bit. So then it'll. Yeah, I'm sure that'll help. So, yeah, welcome guys to Doki Doki Literature Club. And for those that have watched my YouTube before I started Twitch streaming, you know that this game, it gave me some trauma. It may or may not have cried on stream, but I am definitely very excited to revisit the series because the Plus version has released just 2 days ago, and yeah, I've got it, and I wanted to stream it, so we are back into Doki Doki Literature Club. To me, probably one of the most dramatic games ever, but hey, who doesn't love some trauma from time to time? I'm just gonna enter my name, Oscar, because, being the cringy 14-year-old I am, I put some random Japanese name, but let's get started. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Man, I don't know if I missed this, but damn the graphics. You can see like the individual lines on the fence right here. They really did update everything. Nigoro Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Yeah. The kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Yeah. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk unless Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean. Well, if people stares at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we were a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have the need to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Yeah. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. There you go. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you'd join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Man of culture, I see. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. God damn! Just gotten sharp. Just gotten deep into, introverts. Everywhere, pretty much. Your happiness is really important to me, And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought that you're becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. We're getting bombarded with all these. Oh my gosh. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? You wouldn't be complaining later. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself lecture her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. But if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head... That doesn't sound right. school day as ordinary as ever. It was over before I know it. After I pick up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom when I was spacing out. I looked around and realized I'm the only one left in the classroom. Yeah. This would never happen in an American school because they just usher you out. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. But I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, you can come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she's the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I will bring in a new member. Classic Sayori move. I'm gonna save real quick. Oh, autosave. Oh. Sure. Yeah. Return. Natsuki make cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's as cunning as to have planned all of this out. 200 IQ brain among us. She's the imposter. Get her out. Get her out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Anything for the cupcakes. And thus today marks the day that I sold my soul for a cupcake. I don't know, man. That seems like a pretty good deal to make with the devil. Yeah, okay. So, I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Okay, I gotta stop and say the graphics. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, it's mainly more pixels, but it looks polished and smooth. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door, and I'm just gonna check to see if my stream is alive. Alright. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Yeah? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori is always saying nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Sexist lunch. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Oscar, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. I don't even know who you are. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, of course that's the first thing you think about. I mean, as a fellow gamer and anime watcher myself, it's pretty easy to notice that. But yeah, what are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure making her look like a first-year student. She probably is. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you only know Monica, that's right. Yes. So. You! I got a problem with you. And for those who've never played or seen any gameplay on Dojo Literature Club, you'll know why there's a problem later, but that's right. It's good to see you again. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down. We made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. You know what? On the first playthrough, I don't know if I've skimmed over this or not, but what kind of tea do you got? Because if you got green tea, black tea, and maybe some jasmine, then I'm in. I'm sold. Sign me up to this club. As Sayuri mentioned, it has been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look a little like cats. The whiskers are drawn with ice and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. It's cute. Kawaii. I have no idea you're so good at baking, Natsuki. Wait, hold on. If there had been a club together, in like, I'd assume a couple months at least, and then she's made cupcakes before, then how do they not know that baking may or may not be her expertise? Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I mean, if you eat cupcakes, I'm not demonstrated, but just with the icing on top, then there's no way you can't get it on your face. The right way to do it is to take off the bottom, put it on top, and make a sandwich. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. The protagonist is quite dense, I must say. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. I made them for you or anything. A fellow tsundere, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. Yeah, I thought you technically said, Sayuri said, well, maybe, but not for you. No, you, dummy. What the hell was that? I don't even know. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. As a fellow weeb, you should know what this alludes to. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't the hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Ah, I guess. Yeah, you may remember. This is a literature club. Short interruption. Oh, shoot, hold on. History. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. What kind of tea? I want to know the preferences of the people inside of this world. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? This is where the fun begins. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Oh, I missed that. Weren't you leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. But you know, the literature. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll let the game speak for itself. Later, probably. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement, but I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why you're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, what kinds of things do you like to read? Manga. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Classic weeb. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with their fingers. Listen, main character, protagonist person, don't let the beauty, don't let the beauty misdirect you away from the true path of being the gamer. Don't let it fool your senses. My favorite is usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Oh, I mean, you know, manga and anime does that as well. I mean, just look at Attack on Titan and what else? Jujutsu Kaisen. Those are really good stories. And JoJo. By the way, Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up, she finds her comfort in her world of books, not people. Ah, okay. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how Reddit can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. And this really grabs something I can relate to my level. And this really might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. I mean, you're as dense as one, so really, wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as generous as you, I guess you could say that, but if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Well, I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, I start over for me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Nani? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you're working on the poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and Give That Back. Fine, fine. Yeah, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori Siddles? Up to Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? I'm gonna leave things here because things are gonna get real spicy on the next stream, that is. So I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna exit the DLC. I already saved it. And something interesting to me is all this. Because is there side stories yet? No. But yeah, there is a lot of very interesting things. All right. And wait, mail? Uh-oh. This won't be good. So all right. So these are the pictures, poems. Oh, we're gonna save the poems. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I can set the wallpaper as like, okay, yeah, sure. Error. Achievement unlocked error. Huh. Music. So that's okay. So yeah, I think for the new DDLC Plus, they have like this nice fake desktop where I think it helps people to like explore the files and side stories and everything because well, actually, we don't all know, and we'll see that in the near future. But I'm going to end it here.